In the dense jungles of Southeast Asia, hidden beneath the tangled roots of ancient trees and the weight of centuries, lie the ruins of one of the most spectacular civilizations the world has ever known. An empire that, at its height, rivaled the grandeur of Rome, the sophistication of Egypt, and the ambition of China. This is the story of the Khmer Empire, a mighty force that flourished for over 600 years, leaving behind a legacy of incredible architectural marvels, complex societies, and a deep cultural imprint that still echoes today. But with all great empires, there are mysteries that remain unsolved, questions that defy answers, and an eventual downfall that no one can fully explain. Why did an empire with such power and prosperity collapse? What happened to the great Khmer civilization after it was brought to its knees? Join us as we journey back in time to uncover the story of the Khmer Empire, an empire of gods, kings, and ambition. The Khmer Empire's origins can be traced back to the early 9th century when a small kingdom called Funan was absorbed into the growing influence of the Khmer people. By the time Jayavarman II ascended the throne in 802 AD, the kingdom had already begun to evolve into a major regional power. But it was Jayavarman II who set the stage for the Khmer Empire, forging a united kingdom that spanned much of modern-day Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. Jayavarman II's reign marked a moment of divine transformation. He declared himself Chakravartin, the universal monarch, and claimed a direct divine connection with the Hindu gods. This declaration didn't just solidify his power, it also placed him at the center of an elaborate religious and political system that would fuel the Khmer Empire for centuries. The Khmer were no longer just a regional power, but a rising empire, inspired by Hindu traditions and their own vision of divine kingship. This blend of spiritual and political authority would become the foundation of their rule, laying the groundwork for what was to come. The heart of the Khmer Empire was Angkor, a city that would grow to become the largest pre-industrial urban center in the world. Imagine a city sprawling over 1,000 square kilometers, filled with intricately designed temples, majestic palaces, and expansive reservoirs that would transform the landscape into a thriving center of civilization. But perhaps the most remarkable aspect of Angkor was its ability to harness both human ingenuity and divine inspiration. Angkor Wat, the empire's crowning jewel, stands as one of the most iconic religious structures in the world. Built during the reign of King Jayavarman II in the early 12th century, Angkor Wat was originally constructed as a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu. Its sheer scale, covering over 162 hectares, was an unprecedented achievement. The intricate bas-reliefs that adorn its walls tell stories of Hindu mythology, and the temple's alignment with the stars reveals a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. But Angkor Wat was not just a monument to religion, it was a symbol of the Khmer Empire's dominance and ambition, a reflection of their belief that they had the divine right to rule over the lands of Southeast Asia. As we explore the remnants of this once great city, it becomes clear that Angkor was both a physical and spiritual manifestation of Khmer power. The Khmer Empire's golden age occurred during the 11th and 12th centuries, a period marked by both immense cultural growth and economic prosperity. Angkor became a hub for international trade, connecting the Khmer to traders from India, China, and even the distant islands of Southeast Asia. These traders brought with them goods, ideas, and cultures that influenced the development of Khmer art, religion, and architecture. In this time, the Khmer kings commissioned magnificent works of art, temples adorned with intricate carvings, paintings, and sculptures that demonstrated both religious devotion and artistic excellence. Hinduism and later Buddhism deeply influenced Khmer culture, and the fusion of these two religions created a unique Khmer identity that was seen in their art and architecture. The Khmer also excelled in agriculture, utilizing sophisticated irrigation systems to manage the region's monsoonal rains and increase crop yields. The abundance of rice and other crops helped sustain the growing population of Angkor, and it is said that at its height, the empire supported a population of over 1 million people, making it one of the largest cities in the world at the time. The Khmer kings ruled with an iron fist, believing that their divine right came directly from the gods. The concept of Chakravartin, the wheel-turning monarch, was central to the Khmer worldview. The king was not merely a political leader but a sacred figure, the earthly embodiment of divine power. The king's role was to ensure the stability and prosperity of the empire through both political and spiritual means. A king's ability to maintain harmony between the earthly and divine realms was crucial for the continued success of the empire. The Khmer people believed that a king's failure to fulfill his sacred duties could result in disastrous consequences: droughts, famine, and war. Some kings were more successful in maintaining this balance than others. Jayavarman VII, one of the most famous kings of the Khmer Empire, is remembered for his military prowess, his construction of temples like the Bayon, and his efforts to aid the common people through the establishment of hospitals and infrastructure. His reign, however, also marked a shift toward Buddhism, a development that would have profound implications for the empire's future. The transition from Hinduism to Buddhism in the Khmer Empire is one of the most fascinating and complex chapters in the empire's history. Under King Jayavarman II, Buddhism was embraced as the state religion, and many of the empire's grandest temples, like the Bayon, were built in its honor. The shift was not immediate, rather, it was part of a broader regional transformation as Buddhism began to spread across Southeast Asia. This shift also mirrored the growing influence of the Thai kingdoms, who were themselves adopting and adapting Buddhism. The construction of Buddhist monuments and the inclusion of Buddhist teachings alongside the traditional Hindu ones marked a new era for the Khmer. Yet, despite the rise of Buddhism, Hinduism did not disappear completely. Instead, the two religions coexisted, sometimes blending together in unexpected ways. Temples like Angkor Wat, originally dedicated to Vishnu, were later repurposed to honor the Buddha, showing the empire's ability to adapt and integrate different spiritual traditions. Despite the grandeur and success of the Khmer Empire, there were cracks in the foundation. As the empire expanded, so too did its challenges. The vast territory that the Khmer had once controlled was difficult to govern, and the centralized power of the king began to weaken over time. Wars with neighboring kingdoms, internal strife, and the growing threat of the Thai kingdoms chipped away at the empire's stability. Perhaps most significantly, the complex system of irrigation that had once fueled the empire's agricultural success began to fail. Droughts, floods, and the degradation of the environment caused by the empire's expanding population led to food shortages and economic instability. By the late 13th century, the empire began to unravel. The decline of Angkor was gradual, a slow erosion of both its political and spiritual foundations. Despite the efforts of kings like Jayavarman II, who attempted to restore the empire's power, the external pressures, particularly from the growing Thai kingdom of Ayutthaya, became too much to bear. By the late 14th century, the once great city of Angkor had been abandoned. The exact reasons for the city's fall remain one of history's great mysteries. Was it the result of war, as invading Thai forces marched through the region? Was it the environmental collapse of the region's complex water management system? Or was it a combination of both? What is known is that the people of Angkor began to flee, leaving behind their temples, palaces, and homes. The once thriving metropolis became a jungle-covered ghost town, a haunting reminder of the empire's former glory. Some historians argue that the decline of Angkor was not the end of the Khmer Empire, but rather a transformation. While the heart of the empire had fallen, Khmer influence continued to be felt in the region for centuries. New capitals were established, and the legacy of the empire lived on in the art, religion, and culture of Southeast Asia. After the fall of Angkor, the Khmer Empire fractured into smaller, less powerful states. The influence of the Thai Ayutthaya kingdom and other neighboring states grew stronger, and the once great empire was reduced to a shadow of its former self. However, the Khmer kingdom did not disappear entirely. It was absorbed into the Thai sphere of influence but maintained its distinct cultural and religious identity. The temples of Angkor, though abandoned, continued to be revered by the Khmer people, who saw them as a symbol of their lost glory. Today, the legacy of the Khmer Empire is felt most strongly in Cambodia. The temples of Angkor, especially Angkor Wat, continue to draw millions of visitors from around the world. The Khmer people take immense pride in their cultural heritage, which includes not only their architectural wonders but also their unique art, music, and traditions. In recent decades, there has been a resurgence of interest in the Khmer Empire, as scholars, archaeologists, and historians uncover new insights into this fascinating civilization. As Cambodia rebuilds itself after years of turmoil, there is a renewed sense of pride in the achievements of the past, and many see the rise of the Khmer Empire as a beacon of hope for the future. The Khmer Empire may have fallen, but its story is far from over. The questions surrounding its rise, its triumphs, and its eventual collapse continue to captivate historians and scholars to this day. Why did such a powerful empire crumble so quickly? What can we learn from its history? Perhaps, in the ruins of Angkor and the legends of the kings who ruled there, we find a story not just of a lost civilization, but of humanity's eternal struggle for power, glory, and immortality. The Khmer Empire may have vanished, but its legacy, of ambition, resilience, and beauty, remains etched into the very heart of Southeast Asia. And perhaps, just perhaps, we are only beginning to uncover the full story of the Khmer Empire.